that was a bad thing from my parents, but I was already watching 24 hours of Le Mans when I was a very little kid.
Every day is a challenge, and my goal is basically to give Maya the best possible car in order to actually, put ourselves at the top of the rankings. So this is what keeps me motivated, is obviously pushing to try and see that nice little line of the name at the very top of the board. So yeah.
So for race day, we'll normally prep the cars the night before our race, and if the cars are running smoothly and there are no problems, it can take anywhere between an hour and an hour and a half. So I think the best piece of advice I've probably been given is to take every opportunity that comes my way, not to listen to people who tell you that something's not achievable.
I did a first internship in a team, in a French team, a small one. Then I went to Prema in 2007, I think, yeah. And it was the beginning of the whole story for me. And from that moment, I knew I wouldn't leave this, because it's part of who we are now.
Mainly I manage basically all the communication related topics. So for example, I manage the communication between ALT Grand Prix and the F1 teams. So when we have like a major activity that is requested, we just do the back and forth between the drivers, the managers of the drivers and the F1 teams to make sure that everything is well organized. Basically what I did was study communication and marketing in general, nothing like really sport related. But then, after studying communication, you just have to get all the opportunities, just ask teams, just send your CV and resume to teams. And I think when you are motivated, you can just find your way through. You just have to be passionate to really be curious about motorsport if you want to work into motorsport.
What's the most tricky thing, I think, is how you have to interact with people, because everyone's different. And you need to understand as a race engineer how to get the most out of your team, so you need to understand what works for them. Sometimes you have to understand and kind of look at the situation and say, okay, are they having a bad day, are they having a good day? And you need to be able to adapt quickly to that in order to actually manage, let's say, workloads and everything like this. So I think this is what's important, just to kind of be empathetic and be quite sensitive to how people are actually feeling, and try and understand how you can balance that dynamic at work,